right here in the middle of New York City with a few friends who came here to basically support Donald Trump and his right to free speech. Behind us across the street we have some people that are out here that are highly offended by what Trump said. And even though I'm a Cruz supporter, I defend Trump's right to his First Amendment free speech, and I think I'm highly offended by these people. And I'm highly offended by Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, a socialist and a would-be felon. So you know what? Even though I don't agree with NBC normally with their news, I certainly agree with them tonight, and more power to them to let someone like Donald Trump host SNL. It'll be the best ratings they ever had in their life.
He said himself. You working like volunteer or?
No, I'm coming here as an American citizen.
Oh.
As you see, I support Ted Cruz for president. However, I'm here to defend Donald Trump's right to his First Amendment rights under the Constitution to protect American sovereignty. Now, whether people disagree with the way he said what he said, the fact of the matter is we do have illegals breaking the law to come into this country and killing Americans, committing a lot of violent crime in this country. They get deported, they come back multiple times. So what we're doing is we're out here to defend him, to say he is correct, and that's it. And if people don't like that, then they have to understand that the Constitution is very explicit. And with the idea of anchor babies, that's also very explicit. It's being misinterpreted. The 14th Amendment does not say that people who break the law to come into our country illegally can have a child and that child is automatically a born American citizen. It's meant for people that came here, were naturalized, and had a child here. So that's it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. You might not agree with the way he said certain things regarding immigrants. However, the indisputable fact is America has the right to protect our sovereignty. That means protect our borders. That means protect our citizens from illegals who are coming into this country, breaking the law, killing, raping, drunk driving, being deported and coming back. It is a problem and it needs to be addressed. Now these people here, a lot of these people feel they want to say they're offended, but I'm more offended by someone running for president in the Democrat side who says he's a socialist and we're a democratic republic. I'm more offended by somebody like Hillary Clinton running for office for president, yet she let 4 Americans die in Benghazi. So I'm a lot more offended by that than I am by somebody's unpopular speech. And even though I'm a Ted Cruz supporter, I'm out here to support Donald Trump tonight and his right for free speech. And I say, God bless America, and God bless Donald Trump. I think he might have overgeneralized a little, but you know what? He has the right to his opinion. He might have said it a little bit in the heat of the moment to overgeneralize, but it's absolutely a fact. We have Americans being killed and raped and beat and all of these violent crimes happening. This is not somebody arguing in the street. These are actual violent crimes happening by people that are illegally here. And people will say, well, Americans do that too. Yes, Americans do that, but an illegal should not even be here to have the opportunity to try to kill an American. That's the problem. So I'm okay with being a little offended. You know what? We're all thick-skinned, right? So it's okay. Once in a while you could be a little offended because sometimes the truth hurts. And that's how I feel.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Where are you from?
My name is Diane Atkins.
First, the first name that you said, what was
You're fat.
One of those Christians,
But you're
ugly,
fat.
and you're a fucking
Gluttony
ugly
is a
cunt.
deadly
And
sin.
you're an ugly cunt.
But you're a glutton and you're a fat Christian.
Yes, I'm a fat Christian.
Well, you're
and
a sinner.
sick cunt.
You're a sinner.
You're a sick cunt.
So the fact that we killed 100,000 people in Iraq doesn't count? If I could, I will. By the way, what's your definition of
Drop
socialism?
dead.
You can't debate me.
Drop dead.
What's the No, debate me. Can you debate me?
Debate you?
Well, let's hear it, Smarty. What is your definition of socialism? What's your definition of socialism?
Uphold the sovereignty of the United States of America.
You can't beat me in a debate.
Pass Kate's law.
How you doing?
here all night?
I'm actually a Ted Cruz supporter, but I am here to defend Trump's right to freedom of speech under the First Amendment. And I do agree with what he's saying about illegal immigration being a problem in this country. So yes, I'm going to support it tonight.
And that's always the case.
by illegal aliens. We have them being raped, beaten, all kinds of violent crimes in this country. And the bottom line is, if they weren't here illegally, they would not have the opportunity to kill Americans. We do have to protect the sovereignty of our nation, of our borders, and of our citizens. That's the federal government's main job, is to protect Americans. And you know what? Something like passing Kate's Law, if you can ask the viewers to please contact the Senate, they can reintroduce the Kate's Law, and that would be to give a 5-year mandatory sentence to any violent felon who's an illegal alien here, who's been deported and came back and committed a violent crime. Yes, it's Diane Atkins. Yes, ma'am.
And I'm so well off right now that I just heard my
Yes, and I agree with his sentiment overall, because what he's really saying, if you take the particulars out of it, what he's really saying is that America has the right and our government has the duty to protect American citizens first. Do not reward people breaking the law to come here. We're a nation of immigrants, but you do it the legal way through our laws. If you break our laws, you need to be removed from the country. You don't belong here. We give asylum. We give political asylum to people. Illegal immigrants are not political asylum. Of course, you can ask them. Now, these people, a few of these people are my friends. The other people outside of there have no idea what they're doing. So, okay, thank you so much. But you look at it to realize when I said no,
If you're with the press,
because
and you
he's
can go
willing
into
to
a designated
say what a
area.
lot of people are not willing to. And you know what? Whether people like it or not, unpopular speech, it's all covered under our First Amendment. That's one of the beauties of America. But you know what? I'm actually a Ted Cruz supporter, but I do support Trump in this endeavor because he's absolutely right and he's bringing an issue to the forefront. And I would like to say for your readers to please take a look at Kate's Law. It has been tabled basically in the Senate, but if they can reintroduce it in the Senate, people can ask their senators to pass Kate's Law to protect American citizens from violent felons who are here illegally.
Talk to me a little bit, what is Kate's Law?
Kate's Law is basically, it was based on the murder of Kate Steinle in California, where an illegal alien who has been deported like 4 or 5 times was able to kill a young woman who was an American, and this would protect people in the future so that if a violent felon were to come into the country illegally and they had been deported and come back and do commit another violent crime, they would be mandated to at least 5 years of prison. I think it should be more than that, but that's what the law states.
Last question, if you could say anything to the NBC executives, what would you say?
I would say NBC executives, you're actually very wise because you're going to get the best ratings you've had probably since John Belushi and Chevy Chase. God bless America.
Very good.
Trump. I really don't know why they're here, but I'm here to support Trump for president.
What do you guys think about all these people, against Trump being, one of the main personalities today outside of the United States? Is this right? Do they have the right to protest?
Absolutely, they have the right, just like I have the right to support. Absolutely. That's fine. I'm here because I knew protesters would be here, and if there's protesters, there should be support. That's as simple as that.
Well, are you fine with Donald Trump being today in Saturday Night Live? What are you expecting from him?
What am I expecting? No, I'm just here to support Trump. I love Trump. He hasn't campaigned in New York yet. I went to New Hampshire to see him. So this is like the closest thing to me until he does campaign here.
Thank you.
So trying to incite me.
No. Good eye. Thank you, officer. Good eye.
You're out of the pen. You're out of the pen. No, you're saying we don't want you.
Trump can't do SNL, but you can walk the streets like that, please. I mean,
No. No, excuse me, officer. We're pro-Trump. We're pro-Trump. Sure, my name is Diane Atkins.
Diane Atkins.
Yes.
Diane, what brings you out here tonight? Clearly with signs in hand.
Clearly with signs in hand. defend Donald Trump's right under the First Amendment of the Constitution?
You have so many people out here, like you said a little while ago, you're among the minority. It doesn't matter for you. Why?
Well, because first of all, half of these people are being brought here by very far left radical progressive organizations, which is known, so that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't care if it was just one person out here. You need to have a counter voice to something like that.
The fact that tonight's show apparently continues to go as planned, is that considered really a victory for Trump supporters such as yourself?
Well, actually, I'm a Cruz supporter, but I'm out here to support Trump in this endeavor tonight. And you know, it's not only a victory for Trump, it's a victory for free speech, and it's a victory for the free market. Because people have the right to say what they want, whether you like it or not, whether it's popular speech or not, and the fair market will say whether or not it's successful. His ratings tonight on this show, Saturday Night Live, will get some of the best ratings they've had in probably 25 years, so the market will speak.
Diane, what do you think the consensus is across the country with respect to Mr. Trump and some of the comments that he's made?
Obviously, he's very popular in the polls, and there's a reason for that. Regardless of whether or not people agree with how he expressed what he did about illegal immigration and illegal immigrants in this country, the bottom line is we have to protect the sovereignty of America. We have to secure our borders, and if people came here breaking the law to come here, they have to be sent back home. Come back and do it the right way. We have laws. They have to be upheld.
Some of these ideas, regardless of what candidate ends up being the GOP nominee, do you feel that perhaps maybe a wall would be the way to go with respect to immigration? Is that realistic?
I mean, the wall is part of it. Of course, you have to have, and no other country allows you to just walk in across their borders. So the wall is part of it. Whether or not it's realistic and doable to the extent that he said is up for debate. But you know what is not? The fact that we have these work visas and these student visas, where people overstay their welcome, that's another big part of it. But the bottom line is you have American citizens being killed, hurt, and injured by repeat felons who are being deported and coming back in. So we have to do something about that. And that's why I brought this sign to pass Kate's law.
We live in the world of ifs here. If for whatever reason the candidate were to drop out, just would Donald Trump have his support?
If for some reason, although I do not see Ted Cruz dropping out, I see him going all the way to the White House for the win. But if he did, then yes, Trump would have my support. Because you know why? He loves America.
You wish you were inside?
No, I'm good. I'll catch you when I go home. I'm better off out here yelling at these hoodlums.